Hi. The second problem in wedge friction is given by what is the magnitude of the force P required to raise the block, nothing but move the block upwards of weight at 10 kilonewton as shown in the figure. The coefficient of friction for the entire surface is 0.25. The angle of wedge is 20 degree. Here it is given, we need to find the force P value. Weight it is given as shown in the figure. The coefficient of friction for the entire surface, that is mu for all the contact surfaces, it is given as 0.25. Then the angle of wedge, that is this one, it is given as 20 degree. Okay. Now I am going to write the free body diagram directly for the block as well as the wedge. Before going into that, just remember the basics, that is, if we come to the block, where will be the reaction location and how it is going to act when the block or the wedge moves. So in case of the block, if the block is moving upward, then a reaction force will act in the right quadrant. If the block is moving downward, then the reaction force will act in the left quadrant. Here, particularly this problem. Then if we come to the block wedge, if the wedge is moving left, then reaction will come in the left quadrant. If the wedge is moving right, then reaction will be in the right quadrant. Okay, that's all. Next, we will draw the free body diagram now. Just draw a plus mark for the block. Now, weight of the block, the weight always acts vertically downwards, so it will be 10 kilonewton. Next, here we have the contact surface. First, identify the contact surface and name it. This is the first contact surface. Then between the block and the wedge, this is the second contact surface, and between the wedge and this floor, this is the third contact surface. So, okay. If you push the wedge rightwards, then this block is going to move upwards. If the block is moving upwards, then the reaction will be in the right quadrant, that is nothing but this quadrant. So write it. Okay, this will be the reaction at first contact surface. Then here the angle with respect to the normal reaction, that is here the normal reaction will come, angle will be pi. The pi is given by tan inverse of mu. Tan inverse of mu is how much? 0.25. So you are going to get it as tan inverse of 0.25, 14.03 degree. Then here we have second contact surface. Here you need to write the reaction. If we push the wedge, this block is going to move upward. Okay, the reaction is like this. So if the block is going upward, then the reaction will be in the right quadrant. So write it here. Reaction at the second contact surface. Then here with respect to normal, the angle will be how much? Since it is inclined, the plane is inclined, you are going to get theta plus pi. If the plane is horizontal or vertical, you are going to get only pi. Here it is theta plus pi. Theta is 20 degree. Pi is how much? So pi is 14.03 and theta is 20 degree. If we add it, you are going to get it as 34.03 degree. That's all. This is the free body diagram at block. Then for the wedge, let us write the free body diagram. Just draw the plus mark. Then weight of the wedge, whether it is given in the problem. The weight of the wedge is not given in the problem, so neglect it. If it is not given, don't take it. Then P is given, P is acting rightward, so write it. Then here there will be a reaction. Now this wedge is moving rightward. If the wedge is moving rightward, then you are going to get the reaction in the rightward direction at this contact surface, like this. You are going to get the reaction in the rightward direction. Okay, this is the reaction at which contact surface? Second contact surface, R2. Then the angle with respect to the normal is, since it is inclined plane, here the angle will be theta plus phi. So theta is 20, pi is 14.03, that is total 34.03. Then here we have another contact surface. Here the normal reaction will be vertical like this. So this block, this wedge is moving rightward. This wedge is moving rightward. If it is moving rightward, then we are going to get, if the wedge is moving right, then we are going to get the reaction in the rightward direction. So write it. This will be the reaction at third contact surface. So R3. The angle is how much? Since it is exactly horizontal, you are going to get the angle as pi. Pi is how much? 14.03. I already told you, repeatedly telling you, if the plane is exactly horizontal or exactly vertical, then the angle will be only pi. If the plane is inclined like this, then you are going to get the angle of theta plus pi. Okay. Now once it is over, find out the let's whether we need it or not, let's see it afterwards. Plug free body diagram at wedge. Now once we get both the free body diagrams, which free body diagram we need to solve it first? For that, count the number of unknowns. Here we have R1, R2. There are two unknowns. Here we have R2, R3 and P, three unknowns. So take the free body diagram which has less number of unknowns and solve it. So which method? By which method we need to solve? For that, count the number of forces. 1, 2, 3. 3 forces, 2 unknowns. So we can make use of Lami's theorem. So by Lami's theorem, that is, Lami's theorem is given by force divided by sine of the angle between other two forces. Force R1 divided by sine of angle between other two forces. For that, we need the angles. So let's first calculate that one. If it is 14.03, then the remaining angle is 90 minus 14.03. Sorry. Oh yes, 19 minus 14.03, that is given by 75.97. Then if it is 34.03, then the remaining angle is 90 minus 34.03, that is 55.97. Then this angle is 90, this angle is 90 degree. Now calculate it. R1 divided by sine of the angle between other two forces. Other two forces are 10 and R2. Angle between them is 90 plus 55.97, that is 145.97. That is equal to the next force R2 divided by sine of angle between other two forces, that is 75.97, that is equal to the third force 10 divided by sine of angle between other two forces, that is how much, 34.03 plus 90 plus 14.03. We are going to get that one as 138.06. We have three parts. So, consider first part and the last part. You are going to get R1 as 10 divided by sine of 138.06 multiplied by sine of 145.97. You are going to get the value as 10 multiplied by sine of 145.97 divided by sine of 138.06, 8.37, 8.37 kilonewton. Then take the second part and the last part. R2 is equal to 10 divided by sine of 138.06, then cross multiply with sine of 75.97. You are going to get the value as 10 multiplied by sine of 75.97 divided by sine of 138.06, 14.51 kilonewton. Okay. Once we solve this problem, then we will move on to the next one. Here we have three unknowns P, R2 and R3, but we already calculated the value of R2. How much it is? 14.51 Newton. So, write it 14.51 kilonewton. So, now we need to choose the method to solve the problem. For that, count the number of forces 1, 2, 3. 3 forces, 2 unknowns. So, solve the problem by using Lami's theorem. By Lami's theorem, before writing the Lami's theorem, we need all the angles. So, if it is 34.03, then the remaining angle you are going to get it as 55.97. If it is 14.03, then the remaining angle will be 75.97. This is 90, this is 90. So, write it R3 divided by sine of angle between other two forces P and R2. Angle between them is 90 plus 34.03, that is 124.03, that is equal to P divided by sine of angle between P, this one, sine of angle between these two forces, that is 55.97 plus 75.97. You will get it as 131.94. That is equal to the last force 14.51 divided by sine of angle between other two forces, that is 90 plus 14.03. You will get it as 104.03. So, we got 3 parts. Take the first part and the last part and solve the answer. So, therefore, R3 is given by 14.51 divided by sine of 104.03 multiplied by sine of 124.03 you will get the value as 14.51 multiplied by sine of 124.03 divided by sine of 104.03. You will get it as 12.39 kilonewton. Then take the second part and the last part. You will get P as 14.51 divided by sine of 104.03 multiplied by sine of 131.94. You will get the value as 14.51 multiplied by sine of 131.94 divided by sine of 104.03. It will be 11.125 kilonewton. So we calculated the value of P. In this way we can solve the problem easily. Thank you.